Hello, this video is going to go over how to set up audio and video inside of Blackboard Collaborate. When you log into Collaborate, you're going to want to set up your audio. So on the left-hand side is the audio and video panel, and here you can select the audio setup wizard. This wizard is going to recognize all of the inputs that are currently available on your machine. So I have an HP, so by default my HP speakers and internal microphone will be selected. So if I'm sitting close to my laptop, that might be a viable option. However, it is recommended to use a headset. I know Logitech is a brand that works well with Collaborate, so if you have a Logitech headset, you can plug that in and then select the wizard, and it should show as one of the available options to choose from. So here is the output, so I can either choose from the speakers, or perhaps my headset would be selected and I would choose that instead. So once I click OK, I'm going to go through the prompts, and here it's just going to do a test.
Welcome to the audio.
I'll stop and I'll say yes, I was able to hear it. The internal microphone is selected, but if I wanted to speak into my headset, I could choose that option as well and select OK. And then it's going to ask me to record, and I'll play back my recording.
Then it's going to ask me to record.
And I was able to hear it, so I'm going to select yes, I was able to hear it, and now the setup is complete. So now that either my headset or my computer's audio is configured, I can go ahead and click on the talk button on the left-hand side. And as you can see, there's a blue microphone and now a volume bar that is indicating how high or low I'm speaking. The other way to connect to the audio in a session is to dial in, as I mentioned in previous videos. You can select the telephone icon here. This will give you the moderator dial-in and PIN, which is for yourself as the instructor. And here are the participant number and PIN for the students. Please note these are not 800 numbers, so that is something to keep in mind depending on the device you use to call in. If you are going to share your webcam image or your video, the first thing I would recommend to do is under this Options menu, select Make Video Follow Moderator Focus, and I had already done so, so it is selected here. But that's very important. It will keep the video on you as the primary, so other students who might speak, it won't steal away that primary spot from you. So here I'm just going to go ahead and click on my video to show you what it looks like. So I'm going to select that again to close it. If you wanted to plug in a webcam, all you'd have to do is just plug it in, select the Options menu, select Camera Settings, and from here you'll choose from the drop down the new camera that you plugged in. You choose Apply and then OK. So once you go to click on the video again, it will now be projecting the image from your new camera. If yourself or your students would like to make this image bigger, all you'd have to do is just drag this screen and then resize the corners. So when I pull this down, it actually makes the image bigger. If you do it on your screen, it will not automatically show on the student's screen as such. They would have to do this process as well. And I can just X this out to pop that back in at any time. Your students also have access to these icons as well, so if one student can hear you, that means that you're all set, and for the other students who are having difficulty, you can ask them to run the audio setup wizard. This concludes the video. Thank you for watching.